Okay.
And we're gonna start with a breathing exercise. And this one I think you guys will really like. Let me know if you can see me. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can come to kneeling or to like sitting on your butt if that's comfortable for you. And we'll just start with 3 big deep breaths. So big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more for good measure. Inhale. Exhale, side out. Now you can take this is called Nadi Shodhana breathing. It's like super calming. So you can take I have my right hand, my thumb, and my pinky. My right thumb will be on my right nostril, and then my right pinky will be on my left nostril. So let's plug the left nostril first with the pinky. Breathe in through the nose, through the right nostril. Hold it. Switch the plug. Breathe out through the left nostril. In through the left nostril. Switch the plug. Breathe out through the right. In through the right. Switch the plug. Breathe out through the left. In through the left. Switch the plug. Exhale through the right. Continue. Last round here. Breathe in through the right. And when you're ready, your hands can come back to your lap. Big inhale, shrug the shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, melt them down the spine. You can blink your eyes open and come down to a seated position. I'm going to face sideways for this one. So feet flat, knees up, and your hands will be a little bit behind you. And you can scoot your butt a little bit closer to your feet. Make sure your chest is proud. You're not sinking into your shoulders here. Yeah. Big inhale. And then your knees will just kind of knock over to the right. Your right.
I know we can only see your head now.
Oh, here. Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So your right knee will have an easier time coming to the ground, and make sure like I just fell into my shoulders. Like keep your chest proud here. My left knee does not come close to my right. Maybe you look over to the left. You can bend into that right elbow a little bit very gently. And then on your next breath, bring the knees back to center and topple over to the left this time. Left elbow can bend. Maybe you gaze off over the right shoulder. Next breath, legs come back, knees pointing up. You can scoot the butt back towards the hands. And you can take your easy seat. We'll do a little wrist opener. So palms will face away. So your palms will face me. Thumbs will point out. And the fingers will come gently to the mat in front of you. Yeah. And this is a really nice opener for the center of the palm. My forearms are feeling really big stretch, so obviously I've been on my phone or my computer too much this week. Maybe you play around with maybe straighten the left elbow a little bit. And then straighten the right. Hey, Kara. When you're ready, you can gently back out of that. Kind of just roll your wrists out. And then take the hands and you can either interlace them at the base of the neck or you can just place them there. Think of really scooping the elbows up, tractioning the neck. You'll get a stretch in your triceps, front of your body, sides of your body. Exhale, relax. Your right hand will come to the base of your right shoulder, and your left hand will come, like my heel of my hand is right under my jaw. And just start to massage out the shoulder and the side of your spine. This is where I keep a lot of tension in my shoulders, so this is like very, very luxurious right now. And then when you're ready, your right elbow will come down and away from you, and your left elbow, make sure you're locked in underneath your jaw here. Your left elbow will carve up towards the ceiling, yes. Nice. Come back down. One more round of that. Give yourself a little massage. And then the right elbow will come down and away to the side. Left elbow will peel up. Open up the side of the neck. Nice. Gently release. Shrug the shoulders up and down. You'll feel like you can feel a really stark difference. It's so interesting. So left hand will come to the left shoulder this time. Right hand will come underneath the neck. Yeah. And then just massage out. Feel any tension in and around the base of the skull, tops of your shoulders. And then the left elbow will come down and away. The right elbow with the heel of the hand under the neck will peel up and out. Nice. Come back, give yourself one more round of massage here. And then the elbows will come down and away and up and away from each other as you stretch the neck up and open. Gently release. Maybe give a little half roll from right to left. And then your head will come over to the right ear towards the right shoulder. Your left hand can kind of drop off to the side. You can either have fingertips on the ground or maybe your palm faces open towards me. Yeah. Almost like a straight line from your thumb all the way through the crown of your head. Gently release that. You can roll the head through center, and then the head will come off to the left. Left ear coming towards the left shoulder. Drop that shoulder down and think of someone pulling a string from the crown of your head all the way through the tips of your fingers. Nice. Gently release. And you can rock over your shins or wiggle your way to tabletop. You guys still see me okay? Okay, good. From tabletop, just make sure everything is in a line. Your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder, your knees and your hips. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, push round. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, push round. Last round here. Inhale, belly drops. And then exhale, push round. Find your neutral spine. Your right hand will come into the middle of the mat, directly into your face. Left arm will peel up and open. And then as you carve it under, shoulder to the mat, thread the needle. We'll do that 2 more times. Big inhale, left arm reaches up high. Exhale, thread the needle through. Last time here, big inhale. Exhale, thread the needle through. And you can rest here for 2 or 3 breaths. If you want to take this a little deeper, you can pick up that left shoulder and move it closer to the right side of your mat. Your next inhale, use the right hand to push yourself up, back into tabletop. Maybe you just kind of shake the hands at the top, release everything, and then come back to your neutral spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, push around. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, push around. And then find your neutral spine. Your left hand will come to the center of the mat this time. Right arm peels up towards the ceiling. Exhale, carve the arm through, left shoulder to the right shoulder to the mat. Inhale, arm comes high. Exhale, right shoulder to the mat. Last time, big inhale. Exhale, right shoulder to the mat. Nice. Left fingertips content. You can pick up that shoulder, maybe move it closer to the left side of your mat. Your next inhale, press into those left fingertips, come back up. Maybe stretch the hand at the top, wiggle the fingers, and come back to your tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, push round. Big inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, push round. Your next inhale, tuck your toes, and we'll push back, first down dog of the day. For this first one, let's keep the knees super bent. And walk the feet to the edges of your mat, wider than hips distance. And then look at your hands and walk those hands like 2 feet in. So most of your weight, can you guys still see me, is in your feet, your legs. Keep the knees bent, like my belly is resting on my thighs. Your right hand will come underneath the left arm, connect to the outside of your left leg. Bend into that right leg. Peek up and under that left arm. And stretch through your left fingertips. Get a nice side body stretch. Your next inhale, come up through center, and then switch hands. Left hand will come to the outside of the right leg. Think of reaching through those right fingertips, bending into that left leg. Inhale, come back to your down dog. You can walk the hands out. Option to leave the feet wide and bent, or you can bring them in. Still keep them a little bent here. And then bend the knees. We'll take baby steps up to the top of the mat. Hang the head. Option to connect the hands at opposite elbows. Maybe take a gentle rock. And then you'll super bend your knees, slowly roll up. Head's the last thing that comes up. Arms come high. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Your next inhale, your arms will come high. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step back to your high push-up. Shift forward and lower, chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing dog. Exhale, push back your down dog. Nice. Think of really pushing into the pointer and the thumb fingers here. And your right leg will inhale high. Walk your hands maybe like 6 inches closer to you. And with that leg straight, draw a line across the wall behind you. So your right leg will come off to the left. My left toes are turning towards the right. My right hand might come off the mat. And this is, my instructors call it weather vane pose. I said this the other day. Kara and Grace will remember this. And it reminds me of that awful store that used to be at the North Shore Mall. It was like really cheap clothes for teenagers. This is an unbelievable side stretch. Big inhale, leg comes back up high. Maybe you wobble. Pull it in, knee to nose. Big exhale. Step on that right leg. Tuck the fingertips. Prepare the feet. Ground through the legs as you come up for your high lunge. Arms high. Hands interlace at the base of the spine. Roll the shoulders back. Gently shift forward. Your right lung comes down onto your right thigh for humble warrior. Option 2, spin the back heel down, take warrior 1 feet. Or you can plant your left fist directly into the mat below your shoulder. Active legs here. If you took warrior 1 feet, spin that heel back up. Come up for your high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Your left tricep is going to spin, connect to the outside of that right thigh bone for your twisting high lunge. Big exhale here. Inhale. Come back up for your high lunge. And then open warrior 2. Strong arms standing into the outer edge of that left pinky toe. Nice. And then look at your pelvis, like try and feel your pelvis. Feel your belly drop forward. Yeah, everyone do it. And then curl your pelvis in. You want to fall like neutral, so think of all your vertebrae stacked on top of one another. Nice, good adjustments. Left hand will come to your left thigh, your left glute. Right arm comes high. Reverse the warrior. And then as you exhale, shift forward. Elbow comes to your thigh. Left arm spins up for side angle. Option to bind this morning, I can cue you through it. That left arm will come to your hip crease, your right hip crease. Right arm will come down. Almost think of bending into that left leg a little bit, and you're gonna look underneath your body. That right arm will go in search of the left hands on the outside of your right hip. And if you get the bind, roll the shoulder open and look towards your front foot. When you're ready, hands will come down, pick up that back heel, move through high lunge legs, and then plant that back knee on the ground. Shift the left knee back, and then shift it back again. This is everyone's favorite this early in the morning. Your right toes will turn to the right, right knee to the right, your right chest will turn to the right. Option to come up on the back toes and just stay in lizard lunge. This is an amazing stretch. Or you'll reach back with your right hand, kick that left leg into your butt, and see if you can connect. Yeah. For your twisting quad stretch. Next, exhale, release what you have, hands come back to the mat, and you'll step back to your down dog. Maybe pedal the feet out a little bit. Inhale that left leg high this time. And we'll do that weather vane pose on the other side. So the left leg will stay straight and draw a line across the wall behind you as you open up your body towards the left. My right toes are spinning towards the left. My left hand is coming off the mat. And if you're shaking, something's happening. Next, inhale, and exhale, come back to center in your three-legged dog. Pull it in, knee to nose, big exhale here, and then step on it. Tent those fingertips, get your feet right. Maybe your foot comes a little bit out to the right, your back foot comes a little bit out to the right, and then you'll ground through your feet, come up to your high lunge. Nice. Hands interlace at the base of the back. Swap your interlace, so my left hand is on top this time, or your non-dominant hand. Roll the shoulders back, and then gently shift forward. Left lung comes down to your left thigh. Humble warrior. Option to spin that right foot down, take warrior 1 feet, so the heel is planted. And that right hand can make a fist and help for balance if that feels nice this morning. Planting it into the ground. Next breath, come back, take your high lunge legs, move up through high lunge. Hands will come to heart center. Big inhale, prepare, lift the ribs off your pelvic bone. And then exhale, outside of your tricep will come to the outside of your left leg. Nice. For twisting lunge. Next, inhale, come up through high lunge. Exhale, release and open up warrior 2. Think of the inner thigh spinning up towards the ceiling. Nice. Your right hand will come to your right thigh, your right glute, left arm reaches up as you reverse your warrior. And then shift forward, left elbow to left knee, right arm spins up. Take that side angle. Nice. Option to bind, I'll cue you again. That right arm will come to the outside of your left hip crease. Left arm will come down towards, like my shoulders almost in my knee. Bend into that right leg, look down and underneath the body. Left arm will go in search of the right hands on the outside of the left hip crease. If you have it, roll the right shoulder open, Stand into the outer edge of the right leg and you'll look towards the front foot. Next breath, hands release to the mat, pick up the back heel, and it'll gently plant down on the ground. Left toes open to the left knees open to the left shoulder. Options. You can either come up in your little lizard lunge, so you're propped up on your back right toes, or with the knee far back, you can reach back with that left hand, kick into the butt with your right foot. See if you can connect for your twisting quad stretch. Nice. Gently release. And you can step back to your down dog when you're ready. We'll flow through vinyasa, wash it out, shift forward to your high push-up. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, forward facing dog. Exhale, push back, down dog. Gently bend the knees, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Super bend your knees, slowly roll up to stand. Arms come high. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then just take your hands, palms open for Tadasana, mountain pose. I'll have you bring your feet maybe like 3 fist distance apart, so hips distance. And your right hand will come to your right hip. Pop your hip out. And bring it back to center. Your left hand will come up straight. Pick the ribs up as you reach up and over. Take a side bend to the right. Nice. Sometimes I even bend into that right knee. See if I can go any further up and out. Next inhale, come back through center. Switch the hands out. Kick the right hip out. And then come back to center. Reach up long as you come up and over to the left. Maybe bend that left knee. Nice. Inhale, come back through center. And you'll come back to your Tadasana. Shake your hips out a little bit. Our next pose, our next 2 vinyasas, we're gonna move through chair pose. So remember, we did this a while back. You can either take it with your feet separated and just think of that pressure coming in between your adductors. Yep. Or you can have your toes together, feet a little bit apart. It's like pizza French fry. So with your feet together, toes together, a little apart, inhale your arms high. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, as you super bend your knees, think of sitting back and come up into your chair pose. Nice. Exhale, release, plant the hands, and you can step back to your high push-up. Shift forward, flow through vinyasa, or you can just push back to your down dog. Nice. Inhale that right leg high. Pull it in, knee to nose, and then step on it. Maybe the left leg moves out to the left a little bit as you come up through your high lunge. Nice. Hands come to heart center. Listen carefully here. I'm going to face sideways. We're going to shift forward to warrior 3. And you guys have already done this shift when we came into humble warrior. So warrior 3, you're going to put the weight in that front right leg and think of shifting. So you make a T. Someone's pulling that left heel up. Nice. And your hands can come to the ground here too if you need help with your balance. Keep a bend in that right leg And then you're gonna come up to stand. That left leg will come into the chest. Hug it in. Nice. Arms will come high, knee stays. Exhale, elbows to your knee. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, elbows to knee. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, elbows to knee. Last one. Inhale, arms high. Exhale. Last inhale, high. Kick your leg out, and then you'll pendulum swing it back to your warrior three. Bend the front knee and step back to your high lunge. Arms come high. Nice. Hands will plant. Step back to your down dog. And then just kind of pedal through the feet. We'll repeat it on the other side. Inhale that left leg high. Pull it in, knee to nose. And then you'll step on it. Right leg might come out to the right a little bit as you ground through the feet, move up through your high lunge. We're gonna shift forward here again. So your hands will come to your heart center. Think of someone pulling the crown of your head long. Inner right thigh will spin up towards the ceiling as you shift forward to your warrior three. Flexing into that heel. Really nice, guys. Come up to stand. That right knee comes into your chest. Hug it in. Nice. Arms come high. Knee stays. Exhale. Elbows to knee. Inhale. Arms high. Exhale. Elbows to knee. Inhale. Arms high. Exhale. Elbows to knee. Last one. Inhale. Arms high. Exhale, elbows to knee. Arms come high. Kick the right leg out. Pendulum swing it. Back to your warrior three. And then you'll plant the back foot. Come up through your high lunge again. My legs are screaming. Hands will plant. Step back to your down dog. Shift forward, flow through vinyasa. As you lower down through chaturanga, move forward through your forward dog. Push back, down dog. Take a couple steps, get to the front of the mat. Bring the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown comes forward, crown of the head comes forward. Exhale, forward fold. One more time like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crown of the head comes down, forward fold. Super bend the knees, and you'll come up through your chair pose. And exhale, come to stand, hands to heart center. Nice. Grab a drink of water. And when you're ready, come back to your mountain pose. Nice. So for this one, you can actually bring your feet same way that we had them before, like 3 fists, 4 fists apart. Your left hand will come to, your right hand will come to your right hip. Left arm comes high. Think of taking that same side bend. Nice. And then think of your left chest turning down towards the mat. So you're getting the back side of your side stretch. And then option to stay here, or think of that left hand is almost pointing towards the back wall for like a twisting side stretch. And then you'll come all the way around. Left hand will come behind you this time, and you'll take like you're hitting an opera note. Yeah. For that reverse stretch. Deep breath here. And you can come back to center. Shake it out, we'll repeat on the other side. So left hand to left hip, right arm comes high, take that side bend up and over to the left. Nice. Right chest will come down. And then maybe that right hand starts to reach back behind you. Your belly button stays facing towards me. And then your right hand will come all the way around. Take that high upper note. Open up that right pec. Big inhale. And big exhale here. Come back to center. Shake everything out. And your feet will come back together at the front of the mat. Big inhale, your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Super bend your knees. Come in through chair pose. And then your hands will come to heart center. Spin that left tricep over the right thigh bone. Pick up the left heel, step it back for your twisting high lunge. Arms come high. You're in your regular high lunge. And then you'll gently lower the back knee down for our wave lunges. Inhale, come high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, we have 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale here. And just hold it. Nice. Open up warrior 2. And then from here, take your reverse warrior. Right arm comes high. And then start to straighten that front leg. So you're reaching up and back here. And then you'll start to shift those left hips back towards the wall behind you. Come into your triangle pose. So the toes are being pressed into the ground. And you almost want to get your head and your hips even. So adjust your feet as you need to. And when you're ready, that left hand will come down to the inside. Sorry, your right hand will come down to the inside of your right foot. Left hand can come to your hip, or it can peel open for your triangle pose. Nice, guys. Option to keep a bend here. I actually recommend a little micro bend in your front leg. Use the strength of that left hand to pull you back up into your warrior 2. Take your hands to your hips. Look at that back left foot. Bend it and pick it up. Move your feet parallel here. Shake your hips out and roll the shoulders back. So your right foot's like, it looks like you're walking a little bit. Bend the knees here and shift the hips back like you're taking a hip hinge. Same cue as before. Your right lung will come down and melt onto your right thigh. Both your toes facing forward. Your hands can come to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Relax the tension in your neck here in your pyramid pose. Plant that left hand on the inside of the right foot. Bend the knees. My back knee actually comes to the ground here. And then come up to upright. Pick those ribs up. Sometimes I actually do it, like touch your belly, pick the ribs up. Place them over the outside of that right thigh. With your hand planted, just straighten the legs a little bit and think of your left ribs opening to the right for your reverse triangle, revolve triangle. Try that one more time. Super bend the knees. Reset your ribs. Left hand plants on the inside of the right foot. And then straighten the legs, keeping that micro bend in the front leg. When you have your legs, think of peeling the ribs open as you twist them to the right. Gently bend the knees. You can step forward to the front of the mat. Feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, super bend your knees, come up through your chair pose. And then exhale, hands to heart center, legs straighten. Nice, we'll do that on the other side. Inhale, just come to your chair pose. Sit back, nice. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Right tricep spins to the outside of the left leg. Pick up that right heel, step it back to your high lunge. You're in your twisting lunge here, beautiful. Inhale, your hands come high, and then exhale, gently lower that right knee down for your wave lunges. Inhale, come up, we have 4 more. Exhale. And exhale, lower. 2 more. Nice. Last one, lower down. And then you'll come up through your high lunge, just hold it here. Open up, warrior 2. Nice. Standing into the outer edge of your left foot, of your right foot. Your left hand will come up and over as you reverse your warrior. Straighten into that front leg. Keep a gentle micro bend here and see if you can reach any further back. Then you'll start to kick those hips forward as you take your triangle pose. Nice. Or kick your hips backwards, shift your hands forwards. Same thing here, standing into your toes. Think of like pulling the mat, scrunching the mat together between your feet. You'll feel some activation in your hamstrings here. Your left hand can come to the inside of your left foot. Sometimes I like to keep my right hand on my hip here. Yeah, nice, Grace. Or your right hand can peel up and open for your triangle. Good job. Nicely done. When you're ready, feel the strength of your right hand pull you back up into warrior 2. Nice. Hands will come to your hips. Look at your back leg, bend it and pick it up, and step to parallel feet. So like your feet are walking. And then shake your hips out a little, roll the shoulders back. Your left foot's in front. Think of keeping a micro bend here as you hinge the hips back, shift forward. Your left lung will come to your left thigh this time as you gently fold over for your pyramid pose. Hands can come to the mat, gently inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold down. Nice. Right hand plants on the inside of the left foot, super bend your knees. So I'm gonna come down again like we did before, and I'll face you guys for this one. Pick up the ribs, and then plop them over the outside of your right thigh, of your left thigh. And then you'll tuck the toes again as you start to straighten up for your revolved triangle. Left arm can peel up and open as the right ribs start to move towards the left. Try that one more time. Gently bend the knees. Pick the ribs up and move them over the leg. And then use the support of your hands and the strength of your legs to straighten up, keeping that micro bend, and start to twist the ribs towards the left side of the room. Bend the knees, you can come out of your revolved triangle, and then you'll step forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, super bend your knees. Come up through chair pose. Nice. And then come up to stand, hands to heart center. And then you'll take your mountain pose one last time and one last round of side bends. So this is the last big side bend. This is like unsupported side bend. So I want you to just get casual a little bit and like my right elbow's on my right knee. Yeah. My left hand's on my left hip. Think of reaching out of that left side body. Perfect. Heel toe that left leg a little bit closer to the right. And I like to pop that right heel. Connect your hands at the top. Nice. And then start to straighten. Beautiful. These are such nice side bends, you guys. Really, really nice. Big inhale here. And exhale. Your next inhale, you can come up through center. And then your hands will come back down to mountain pose. We'll start that the same way on the other side. So, get down and casual, my left elbow to my left thigh. My right arm will reach up and out. Take that side bend. Beautiful. Heel toe that right leg a little bit closer to the left. And then pop that left heel. Nice. Connect the hands. I am going to change my interlace. And then as you start to straighten out, beautiful. You're in your side bend. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, hands come down to your mountain pose. You can inhale your arms high and then fold down, bent knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And then as you plant your hands, just step back to your down dog. Inhale, that right leg high. Pull it in, right knee to right elbow. Slide it down the forearm to the wrist. Listen carefully. Once it hits the mat, slide it back up to the elbow. Last time, slide it down to the wrist. Relax. You can take your pigeon pose. Nice. Start with your hands up high. And this one, maybe tuck the back left toes just to make sure you're on a straight line from your heel to your knee to your hip. Yeah. And then you can work your way down to your elbows. Option to stay there, or you can come back up to the hands and you'll plant the right hand. The left hand will come out to the side with your thumb up. And this is a really deep quad stretch, but you're not on your knee, you're on the top, or on the bottom of your quad attachment. Kick that left foot up into the butt. Yeah. See if you can connect, I'll turn sideways. See if you can connect your hand to your left foot for your pigeon quad stretch. Nice. You can even like kick into the hand, or you can pull in, whatever your body feels like it needs today. Or you can stay in pigeon. When you're ready, gently release. You'll come back through down dog, and you'll just switch out. So that left leg will come high, pull it in, left knee to left elbow. Slide it down the forearm to the wrist. Slide it back up to the elbow. Slide it back down to the wrist. And then relax the foot, step back. You'll take your pigeon with your left foot forward. When you're ready, you can come down to your elbows if that feels good for you. And then you have an option to stay here, or you can come back up to your hands. That left hand will plant, and your right arm will come behind with that hitchhiker thumb facing up. Open shoulder. Kick the right foot into the butt. See if you can connect your right hand to your right foot. Nice, guys. ready, you can gently release. Push back into your down dog. And then you can actually just drop the knees into tabletop and make your way to a seat. We will take Janu Shirshasana this morning. So right leg will come like half a V in front of you. Left foot will come flat against the inside of the thigh. And think of pulling that right leg back under you into your hip socket. Nice. Toes are flexed and pointing up. And think of your hips like are both facing the same way. So if you had two headlights, I said this last week, but if you had two headlights, they're not going like two opposite directions, they're facing the same way. I want you to inhale the shoulders up into the ears and then melt them down the spine. Start to just walk the hands out. Right lung will come down to the right thigh. Nice. You can inhale, halfway lift here. And then exhale, think of folding down. When you're ready, you can walk the hands back up. We'll take seated twist. So you can scoot that left knee underneath the right leg as you kind of take your pretzel legs, yeah. Option here for your right hand to be resting on the right leg. It's a little bit more gentle as you twist to the right, or you can take your left hand or your left elbow as you gently twist. All I ask is that you have a broomstick from your tailbone up through the center of your head, holding your body upright. And when you're ready, you can switch out, shake the legs in front of you, loosen them up a little. And then we'll take Janu on the other side. So your left leg will come out in front of you, right foot will connect to the inner thigh. Nice. Pull that left leg into the hip socket. And think of flexing the feet. Inhale high. And then exhale, walk the hands out and down the leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, drop the head. When you're ready, you can walk the hands back up, and we'll take seated twist on the other side. So that right knee will scoot under the left leg. Nice. Option to have your left hand here on top of your left leg, or right hand, right crook of your elbow. Spine is tall. As you inhale for length and exhale, twist and rotate. Inhale, come back through center. You can shake the legs out again. And this has been a pose that I really like lately, and I hope you guys do too. So plant the feet, knees will be high, and I'll talk through the way that it's been instructed to me, and then I'll talk through it the optional way. So take your hands like goalposts on the outside. Nice. Put them down so your fingers are down. They'll come through the outside of your legs. Nice. And then see if you can bend down and even just grab like your chin, and maybe you walk your hands up your temples. You're like at your hairline. And if you're just not bending that way, Take your feet a little bit wider, and your elbows can come around the outside of your knees, and you'll lean forward, and you'll do the same thing. It's the neck traction pose. So maybe you grab the back of the skull if you're in this option, and think of just gently pulling the head away from the rest of your body. When you're ready, you can gently come out of it and make your way to your back for Shavasana. When you're on your back, think of lengthening the low back, no arching here. Open the shoulders, the palms are facing up. Take up as much space on the mat as you want. Your next inhale, maybe start to bring some sensation back to your fingers, back to your toes. And then when you're ready, you can topple over to one side. Knees will curl into the chest. And then use the strength of your arms and your hands to push you up into an easy seat. You can keep your eyes closed. You can fix them on a set spot in the room. We'll bring our hands flat across our chest, open palms. Big inhale together through the nose. Exhale, side out. Biggest inhale of the class. Hold it at the top. Take in a sip. Exhale. Namaste. Thanks, guys.